So sometimes like a tragedy just hits somebody and it's just so massive that you wonder how you don't have supernatural occurrences. And that's kind of the case with today's. I do want to kind of mention this one. Most of you have probably heard about it. This is a very touchy kind of subject. So we're going to do our best to be respectful. But today on Kind of Creepy, we're going to talk about the Watts family. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Kind of Creepy. I'm Jason Emmett.
And I'm Twisted Kid Matt.
All right. So this week, what we're going to talk about, we were actually going to talk about with other stuff. And it just became one of those things because like every true crime podcast in the world has covered this event. I think I heard about it on an early one right after it happened back in the day. And so everybody already knows about the Watts family, or probably you do. And if you don't, we'll give a quick rundown of the situation. But you and I were putting together another show altogether. We're actually putting together like 3 right now.
Yeah.
Because Matt gave me some clips he wants to talk about, and I'm trying to figure or piece that together with a show that makes sense. But we were adding this to another episode that you'll probably see the week following this one, and it just kind of became a thing. There was so much footage and stuff to talk about that I kind of told Matt, like, let's just do it as its own thing. And you were like, let's do that.
It kind of has to be at this point.
It's
such a big case on its own. But then on top of that, the amount of footage associated with it.
It's not that there's 5 sources. There's a couple of sources. There's 3, actually. I brought 3 different sources of video. And one of them I'm really curious where it came from, because I do not have a story where it came from, but I will get to it when we talk about it, that I did verify it is the house. But it's just, there's so much from the sources. Now, I'll kind of let everybody know what we are putting together is an episode that's like footage, supernatural footage caught on live TV or like police body cams, so that it's a lot harder to fake. Like almost impossible to fake. Actually, I don't think anything we're going to show you today is faked. Now, if you can come up with a plausible explanation, we'll listen. But it's still, some of them are really, hard to explain. But that's most of the footage from this comes from police body cams, and we'll really get into it because it happened before anyone even knew for sure if they were dead. Yeah. And that's what's really messed up about this thing. So I'm gonna bet, Matt, that you know most of the story here.
I know probably 99% of the story. Yeah.
Me too.
From what's been discussed in various forms of media. So,
yeah, and like I said, it was all over.
And we'll just go ahead and say this is a very tragic story of
and what makes it
a narcissist, basically.
What makes it most tragic is the children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, this is considered a family annihilator case. It's somebody who murdered his entire family.
Yes, and an expected child as well.
Yes, so correct.
So we'll tell the story. We're going to try not to be too graphic, but we're going to give a real quick lay down of the story. Matt can help me fill in some blanks where he thinks something's important.
Yeah.
But we're not going to give too many like graphic details.
Yeah. If you need those details, there are places to find them. You can find it. We'll give you the 101 rundown.
If you go into Spotify and type in Watts family, trust me, you will not have problems.
There's a whole Netflix documentary we'll probably get into as well.
Which I watched. Did you watch that?
I've seen it before, but not in relation to this.
Yeah, not in relation.
I just happened to watch it
when it first came out. Yeah. So in 2018, a man named Chris Watts murdered his wife, his two daughters, and his wife was also expecting at the time. He did this because he was having an affair. And I guess he wanted his family gone. You and I have talked about this extent. Like, why don't you just leave them?
Just leave.
Like, I think it's one of those things where he thinks like,
it's still a terrible thing to do, but you don't kill anybody in the process.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe it's money. Like,
I think that was kind of part of it. Is he had money, but because of his extracurricular activities with his mistress, I guess we could call her. And for the record, from most accounts, the woman he was cheating on his wife with was unaware that any of this was happening.
Well,
to a point, like
the murder side,
the
of
murders,
things,
yeah.
I mean, he clearly was having an affair, but that's
he had told her that he was going to be leaving.
Oh, and by the way, this happened in is it Forester, Colorado? Somewhere in Colorado.
Frederick, Colorado.
Frederick. I knew it was an F. I was close. And this house, if you see on that last little slide, it like went up for sale for $775,000. They paid like 400 and something for it. And this was, they obviously had a little bit of money. I don't think they were,
they weren't super hurting from what I kind of gathered, but again,
and that's the thing.
All of this is covered in the documentary.
Leaving her meant she would get like, I don't know, maybe that's part of it. I don't really know.
Yeah.
Anyway, he actually strangled them, all three of them. He ended up burying his wife. You said it's Shanann? Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
Shanann. He buried her in a shallow grave near an oil storage facility. And to put things politely, he put the bodies of the two girls inside a crude oil tank. And I don't want to get into detail about that because that is,
and
that's one of the hardest parts, I think, of the story.
From what I understand, and this is super dark. Like all of this is super dark, but from what I understand, he had actually killed his wife before he killed the daughters, put her in the truck in the back, and then loaded his kids into their car seats and took them out to the oil field where he killed them there.
Makes you wonder, and I don't know, if he wasn't originally, like if he was conflicted as to whether he was going to, kill the girls or not.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even want to know his thoughts on a lot of things, to be honest.
It was the loading of the body into the truck that pretty much got him.
Yeah,
mainly.
It's like on camera or something.
I think they would have caught him. And his neighbor across the street, they caught it on camera, which is important. That's why I bring it up, because there are some of the other things that we will talk about here in a bit that has to do with it as well. I mean, I think they would have caught him. It doesn't really matter. I think they would have caught him. So, but anyway, he originally lied about their disappearance, said they disappeared and he didn't know where they were. And all that's really important because we're going to tell you the main clip we're going to watch is when the police actually come to the house. I think at this point they suspect him, but they have no kind of evidence that it's him. And they actually come to the house to do a search. And what they're kind of coming to that, they bring a K9 unit. And I cut some of this video just for time's sake. I didn't cut out anything relevant. All that stayed in. But basically what they're there to do is they want to have they're searching the house a little bit, but more they're getting sent for the K9 units. That's kind of what they're there to do. So let's watch this first clip. Now, I will tell you there's a lot of audio.
Chris Officer Lyons with the Frederick Police Department. This office press. And we've got Boulder County Sheriff's Office.
We will put it across the screen.
Hey, so we brought in some
what
extra
people think they
resources
hear
to try to locate your family. With your permission, we've got 3 different canines available. We'd like to collect some scent and kind of get the dogs in motion. If you're good with that,
right away.
they are going to need to come inside the house, kids' rooms, any of your wife's articles, anything like that. Is that okay with you? And you do understand it's completely voluntary. Okay, perfect.
He fully thinks he's getting away with us at this point too.
Smells like cleaning, doesn't it?
I just got to chill.
I do want to point out, don't worry, we have a highlight reel, so we can go back over some of these.
That doesn't necessarily mean, it could mean a high
because of body chemistry changes.
Sure.
On all of that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. A lot of these are motion activated. These are the shoes that she took the scent off of.
Okay. That's you. So there's plenty of her scent in here.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. What in the world was that?
Wow. Something. I heard it.
Did you hear it?
I did.
Sounded like a kid giggling or something, didn't it? Or a kid.
Blows
did.
my mind. They heard that one.
They
The kids,
heard it
the
in the
kids'
room.
clothes and their nightgowns
Okay.
that they may or may not have had on that night.
Like, no matter how many times I watch this, I get chills every time I hear that. Like, just got them just now, too.
That's
So there's your attic access right there.
I would like to point out that this is the day after the murder took place.
Correct. They have not found bodies. They don't know.
Yeah. Like, at this point, this is a missing persons case. They're trying to find out where she is and where the girls
There's
are.
a pair of her shorts.
They've not found out that they are no longer alive.
Okay. Am I good to turn this back on? Yeah. Okay.
I don't think I've seen any of this
Yeah, there was just
basement footage, for the record.
revisiting right here. And the only thing... And there's a bag of rope and some tie downs and a whole bunch of paint cans.
So I'm pretty confident it would not be a body or parts.
Okay.
Very organized basement, for the record.
Yes, very organized, very clean.
All right. So I think that's all of them.
Yeah.
So we'll do a highlight reel in which I actually amp some of the volume so that it'll be a little easier for you guys to hear, and we'll go over them kind of twice. All right, so what we're going to play now is I kind of broke that reel down into highlights, and what we're going to do is we'll play it each clip. Now we're not going to play the full thing again, and then right following it, there's going to be a kind of amped volume clip so we can hear each of these in turn. And then I want to give a few thoughts because some of these to me are very, very clear. And one or two of these, I think that we're just hearing other noise, but we'll kind of get into that. So let's go ahead and play this. And yeah.
A lot of these are motion activated. Yes.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that we really have to amp up.
Something. Yes.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. What in the world was that?
Wow. Something. So there's your attic access right there. Am I good to turn this back? Am I good to turn this back?
That one I have questions about.
Yes, very organized, very clean. Yes, very organized, very clean.
So of these, the ones I want to mention, that the only ones that I don't think, and I don't mean to trash on anything, most of these are, to me, very clear. Chris, that's the first one. I actually don't think it, I actually think it's the dog panting, and it just is kind of, I don't think that it says Chris. I'm just saying, now the rest, some of these I can't explain at all.
Yeah, the giggling.
Well, it's
What?
not just giggling. It's
The fact that they heard it too.
I have CC.
Mhm.
That's the one that really gets me.
Yeah, when they're saying names, it's kind of hard to dispute.
I guess I don't know if we said that. The one of the little girls, they called her CC.
We didn't.
Her name was Celeste, right?
Yeah.
And they called her CC.
Yeah,
And
the two children were Bella and Celeste.
and what Matt said is very important. They hadn't found them yet. They don't. This one I actually don't think is saying help me. I think she's just breathing heavy.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like,
the
or it could be, but all the rest of these are really, this one,
Yeah.
this is our home.
This is
Somebody's
our home.
searching it. And it's a female voice. That's what really throws me and what gives me the chills about this.
Am I good to turn this back?
now when it comes to the one where it says something told her, it sounds like a male voice.
Yeah,
And
it could
we
be
know
something
that
took
there-
her too. I
Yeah.
think it sounds more like something took, and I agree. It sounds like a male voice.
Yeah, but there was the only male involved in this was Chris Watts,
Correct.
the father, husband, murderer,
And this one,
general, human trash. By
I'm
the way,
like, if they weren't sort of talking, I would almost swear that no was one of them, but it's clearly not the officer with the body cam, and I don't think it's this lady either. It's really weird. Most of these are just the mommy please, the giggling, and they hear the giggling. That's the thing. She says, like, that was weird. It sounded like a kid giggling.
now I have a theory on that, considering where they're filming, but I also the fact that they don't address it further.
So it does sound a little like a doll
toy.
or a
Yep.
toy, except they're in the parents' closet, and they never, like you said,
Was
they don't
that?
address. Yeah, oh yeah.
I thought that was the little girl's closet.
I don't think so. Maybe. I think they were.
Well,
in the parents' room.
they show in the room.
You might be right,
I don't know. It might have been
but
like
even
shoes
if,
or
like,
something.
even if you take account like the mommy please and the I have CC and this is our home. This one throws me
Yeah.
because imagine you are the spirit of somebody who's just been murdered, and people are, and you are in your, like, you know what I mean? People are walking.
Why
through
are
the home.
you here? What's going on?
What's going on? Right.
Yeah.
It's just the honestly,
The
dude,
woman wailing part, that is
watching these and like putting these together, I don't often get the chills, but this one, something about this whole story gives me that. And we want to be very clear, this is police body cam. It's from Axon. This is legit.
Yep.
This is real. So this isn't somebody going in and doing an investigation and going, oh, look, this is what we captured. This is legit police body cam footage.
Yeah, at the point that this was filmed,
Oh, I think you're right. It is the girls' room.
No, those are shoes.
Yeah, a bunch of shoes.
But it says Celeste on the wall.
Yeah, so I wonder if she just puts her stuff in the girls' closet, because like over on one side, the other side looks like maybe.
I think that
kids'
says
clothes.
Celeste at least. Yeah.
It definitely is like kids riding, like.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, at this point they are acting on a missing persons report. They're not acting on where are these bodies. They are trying to track where they went.
Correct.
And they are not. I don't know if they're even suspecting that anything
I think
has
they
happened to
suspect.
them. I think that they left maybe, and because I mean he reported that they were missing,
Correct.
and again you can see all of this in the Netflix documentary, which is
Am I good to turn this back?
very
Am I good to
comprehensive
turn this
about the whole thing. It goes into what led up to it, the events themselves, what happened afterwards. And I'll just say, I don't think anything good should ever happen to Chris Watts ever again.
Also, Matt brought up the Netflix thing. We did not bring any of that footage. There's a whole thing where people, You do see a little girl in the house when they are in the house for that footage. You see her twice and only out of the corner, and people think,
which I have a comment on for the record.
If you want to find it and add it in here, Matt, you're welcome to do it. It's all over. But here's the thing about it. And I don't know why they've never fully come out and said for sure, but they're about 90% sure that little girl was actually in the house with them, letting them in and taking them through the house is their neighbor, Nicole, who was a friend of theirs. She has a daughter that age, and they're pretty sure she was just in the house with them.
And
they just
here's my comment on
because
that.
it's a Netflix show. They didn't want to put her on camera, and they only catch her out of the corner.
Yeah. My comment on that is this is a missing persons investigation. They are letting them in the house. There's potential evidence in this house. Why are they letting a child run through the house at the time? Like somebody should have. Meaning,
well, the Netflix thing is later. Like it was after some of this. I think.
Oh, so I thought it was. I thought it was when the police were going through there.
Well, it's not this time. So I'm pretty sure the neighbor had a key, lets them in. Like she's the one that reported them. Oh, you said he reported them missing.
Yeah, I thought it was him.
So
it was her.
Something happens that day, and the neighbor calls to do a welfare check because they don't show up or something somewhere they're supposed to.
Oh yeah, there was they were supposed to meet up for like a play date or something.
And they don't show up, and then nobody really has answers for it. She's the first one to call the cops. So I don't know if. So maybe she did let them in at that point. They just weren't expecting any kind of foul play. They were just doing a wellness check, and it's the same day. I just kind of want to crack the whole misconception where movies and TV have always told us you have to wait 48 hours for a absolutely you do not. In fact, don't do that. If you suspect somebody is missing, you tell them.
Oh, she had an OBGYN appointment, and
that's what it was.
She didn't return any text messages.
When they tell you to wait 48 hours, that is not true. All the cops will tell you, do not listen to that. If you think somebody's missing, you tell them right away.
Yeah.
The longer you wait, the more difficult it is to find a missing person. If you suspect there's foul play and somebody's missing, you tell the cops immediately.
Yeah. Like there's a reason there's a whole show called The First 48, and it's because those are the first 48 hours are the most important in finding somebody who's missing.
We won't get into the discussion of how much crap that show has gotten because of how bogus it is.
Yeah.
But that's fine. Yeah, I learned all about that. That show is not a 48 hours. What they're showing you does not take place in 48 hours. They're lying. Yeah. So that's what this is all a thing that's been apparently uncovered. I never watched the show, so I don't know much about it.
I just know that's why it exists.
But Matt is correct. The first 48 hours are the most critical. You don't wait 48 hours. You tell them immediately if you suspect somebody's missing.
A lot of people will say a lot can happen in 5 minutes. A lot more can happen in 48 hours.
Yes.
So
all right. So we have more footage. What is the next one marked?
The next one is the stair ghost.
Okay, so I didn't bring it up yet because we're going to highlight it. When they walk in the house, everybody sees what they say is a little girl running upstairs as the canine unit comes through. So we're gonna play it for you, and I do some zoom ins and stuff. So it's up to the left. There it goes, and we'll show it a little closer. There it goes, and a little closer. There it goes, and it is totally just light and the banisters, guys.
Yeah,
it's not
the banisters crossing.
The light's coming through as the camera shifts, and you're seeing
optical illusion type of a situation.
100%. There's not a person running there, and as you zoom in, you see it really well.
Yeah,
like on the last one, you can tell that's what it is. So,
and I'll highlight it on the screen. I don't know.
I get that when you see it fast in the left corner, but watch this. I mean, it is clearly just an optical illusion of the way the angle goes down, the light and the shadow. Clearly, that's what it is. And the reason we're saying that is because there is so much here that seems legit to me. There's no reason to add things that just aren't. Let's focus on the things that appear to be real instead of highlighting. That's why we brought up the neighbor's daughter. That's why I wanted to show this clip, because this clip is famous. You're like, oh my God, there's a child that runs upstairs. No, you can tell when you do that last close up, it is just the banisters and the way the camera. We've all probably seen something like it in real life.
Yeah.
So, clearly that's what it is.
Yeah.
All right. I think we do have 2 more clips though. And which one is next? Is it?
It's the stairs shadow.
Okay, so this is the one I don't know who filmed this or how they filmed it. I suspect somebody maybe shouldn't have been filming it. The house is empty at this point. Everybody knows what's happened. And I do want to be very clear. I took a still image of the house from the stair angle and I verified things. So what we are to make sure it was in fact the What's house, it is. So what we are going to watch is this stairwell. Oddly enough, you're looking in the same general direction as what we just saw here. And I wanted to bring this one up because this one to me feels debunked. So I wanted to show you a real one that somebody got there. So let's go ahead and kick this one off. So this is actually a picture and I zoomed in. So watch right there. You see it?
Yeah, it gets a little darker.
So this is a picture. And again,
And this is the house when it's up for sale.
correct.
Yeah, something.
So the question
something
comes,
gets a
where
little lighter.
is that? And if you follow where it goes, it's weird. It's
a nice house.
It's a very nice house. Yeah, something definitely. There's a shadow that moves up there. Now,
Yeah.
where it comes from, how it got there, I don't know. And again, I don't know if this was somebody going to maybe act like they were going to buy the house, which would make sense if you're going in to view the house. So I did verify. I actually zoomed in. So this is a zoomed in version of the original. It was like done on a cell phone and it was harder to see. I actually didn't catch it the first time until I zoomed in. So I just did a zoomed in video of it. But I did confirm the layout of the house, the railings, everything matches. Because I was a little confused because I was like, I can't see that thing up top, the little wall, but it's just the angle that they're at. You just can't see it.
I'll go back to the other one. Like it's the same banisters.
It's the same banister, the layout at the bottom. I even marked where the when I was making sure it was
and
the
the
same.
little like spindle parts are a little harder to see on this because it's moving, but
you can see it. So when you play this video, that is a picture of the inside of their house.
Yeah.
And when you zoom in on that, you can see the spindles. And I even laid where light switches and things like that were. So this is the house. Probably somebody went into, were interested in buying. Maybe.
Yeah, we'd like to buy this. And it's like, I think that for this particular house, they would probably need to vet some people a little bit.
Maybe
about
and maybe it was legit. Maybe
are you going to literally buy this house? Or are you here just to be a
maybe these people were legit and we're just filming the house as they walk through it because and it didn't. All I know is there's definitely something moving up there, some kind of shadow. Where it comes from, I can't speak on it. I don't know. It doesn't seem like there's a room there to the right, but I don't see how a shadow could cast out from around that. But I don't know. I don't know. So we have one more piece of footage to talk about, and this one is also from a police body cam. This is where things get interesting. Remember how I said earlier where the neighbor, and I actually could have included this, and I didn't. I just didn't think to. The neighbor saw something. He saw the truck being loaded. Well, he also saw a lady approaching. This was, again, after everything had happened. Saw a lady approach the house. And there's actually footage of the lady going into the house, but never coming back out. It gets more weird. So they then report it. The police show up. And I want to kind of let you guys know a few things that I learned while researching some of this. The police get out there. They see the garage light is on, which it shouldn't be. And they actually enter the home. So I learned that police don't turn lights on when they go inside a house for a reason.
Yep.
It is actually time consuming for them and it distracts them to look for light switches. So they don't do that on their initial sweep. If the lights are out, they leave them out on their initial sweep. I never knew that, but that will explain things. So when I first saw this video, so this is another police body cam footage going inside this house at night after everything's happened. I didn't see it at first, but I definitely see it now. There it is. And it will stay there the rest of the time. I did some slowdowns and stuff to show it. It like almost forms.
Yeah. We have a highlight of this one as well.
No, but I think I do like We don't have a
Right.
highlight,
Yeah.
but I do have what could be a possible explanation, which there is a little clip of that. Maybe not, because I can't figure out what that, like, it's weird. Some people think it's somebody sitting at the table, and we do see it form, but I did notice a little something when I was doing this.
Yeah.
And so I think I think there is a second clip that's not necessarily a highlight.
Yeah.
But what I want you to pay attention to is the light.
Okay.
Notice that it will disappear when the light moves away and reappear when the light comes. And so watch. You're going to see it kind of, but my question is, was it always there? Like, I think the light is casting this. I really do, but I don't know, and I can't speak on it.
Yeah.
All I know is,
now this, what point in the stage was all this?
I don't know. You can look it up. It's all documented because.
Oh,
again,
this is when you said that they sent the police went in to look for
they
somebody
reported,
who went in the house.
yeah, then it had to be soon after, because they put the guy said they saw a woman go, and they caught it on a ring doorbell. They see a woman go in the house, and they don't ever see her come back out, and it's like an actual woman.
Yeah.
See, so it starts to, and I'm wondering if somehow, because of the way the walls are open, if the light isn't reflecting off something we just don't see and making it back into that room, because when he moves, watch, and when he kind of goes away. So we have a clip after this one that I think is just me kind of, see, watch. And then it goes away again. And then it comes back as he moves with his light.
Yeah, it might be, it might be something physically there that he's just not acknowledging, because
I think it's there right now.
It's
look,
just there. Yeah.
And boom, it just gets highlighted, if that makes sense. You want to know what I think it is? I think it's the chair and some kind of reflection off the back wall.
Yeah.
Or it could be a refrigerator or something. I can't really tell.
Or light coming in from another window or something.
Because it's not a shape of a person. It's very square.
It's like, angular.
And then when the light moves away, it kind of disappears back into the darkness again. So people saw this. This was posted like, hey, there's somebody. And I actually didn't notice it at first at all in the original clip. I had to slow this clip down and do some zooming ins to really keep up with it. So that's just my thought. I don't think there's anything there. I want to be very clear. I don't think anybody has seen a spirit in this house. I think what we got was EVPs, and I believe that most of those are legit. I think they are real.
And again, like when they were recorded, nobody, like, it was 100% mystery to all law enforcement and anybody filming that, what took place in and around this house.
Also, it's police.
Yeah.
Police body cam. This isn't, they're not going to do that. Like, they're not going to fake this footage.
Yeah.
So there you go. I think, boom, I think, is there still the other clip where I said light? I think it's, and we play that. To me, it's just me kind of going like, watch the light. See, boom. As it moves away from the light, it goes away. As the light moves back, it comes back. So I think it's just a reflection. I don't think there's anything there. I don't know, man. Like, overall thoughts on this whole thing. Like, I believe that I think those EVPs, at least most of them, I would say all but 2, I think are legit. 2, I just think people hear what they want to hear.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's very clear.
Yeah. Overall, the entire story is just a tragedy. It's tragic. Like, there were, 2 innocent children, an unborn child, taken by their father. Like, these are all confirmed his kids. And like, I don't have kids, but even if I can't imagine doing something like that to anybody. But the fact that he was more than willing to do it to 3 members of his family, and the fact that he was able to do this seemingly without a second thought.
He doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't seem to very
Yeah.
remorseful.
I mean, they show up to his house the day after they are reported missing, and he's just like, "Yeah, come on, check the house." Like he knew what he did. He thought he was going to get away with it, and I don't think he ever suspected that anybody was going to figure out what he did. And I mean, these are young kids.
Yeah, very young.
And again, we're not going to go into
The
what exactly he did. You can look that all up on your own.
I mean, we said strangled, but it's what he.
There was
yeah.
more than that.
There's more than that.
And honestly, out of respect for everybody involved except for Chris Watts, he can rot in hell. I don't know his status in prison right now, but I don't think he's doing well. At least I would hope not.
Yeah.
People who do this to children, especially their own children,
they're frowned upon, even in prison. Yeah,
it's frowned upon. We'll put it nicely. They tend to get the Ian Watkins treatment, and that's another one you guys can look up on your own. I would recommend not doing that.
Yeah.
Though. So, but yeah, this guy, just horrible person, and it was all because he wanted to move on and start a new life, and could have done that in a totally different way, but decided
to do that. Yeah,
take everybody out.
I listen. You're married. I'm married. Like, I understand it's not like easy. Like I could just pick up and walk out. The world doesn't work like that. For some it does, but for especially me, I do have kids. Now mine are older, but I do have a stepson that isn't. And I have a whole life here with my wife. If something were to happen, God forbid, that we were no longer together, I couldn't just pick up and leave like it was nothing. But it still makes more sense than destroying not only the lives of, 3 people, but also technically his life. Probably did a lot of damage to the girl that he was seeing, family, friends. I mean, just destroying everybody's life for what? For like, what was your purpose, dude? Just so you didn't have to be married. Like, it's disturbing that's where your brain would go. Like, and obviously, clearly he's a sociopath. Like, clearly you have to be. Like, you don't.
The fact that there were options and that's the one you landed on.
It's more, dude, there are so many, like, and I didn't want to flash a bunch of them. This is a video clip, and there's one clip of there's a couple of the family. There are so many photos of this family together, lots of them, Christmas cards, everything. So like, I don't know. I just think there is so much tragedy, and I am a firm believer in, we've talked about being skeptical believers, but I think that when there's tragedy like this, especially unfound, like when those cops come in, maybe this, she really was trying to find, and it's not just her, it's her children. So we've talked about this a bunch of times though, man. Could you live in that? I couldn't live in that house.
No, I really couldn't. And I mean, the fact that it went up for sale, and I'm assuming somebody may have bought it.
Probably. I hope
that up. Yeah. And if anything, like, I think there are certain people that I'm trying to word this to where it doesn't sound all weird. But I think there's certain people in this world who would buy the house to kind of maintain it and keep it from becoming like a morbid tourist attraction.
And that's what I hope happened. I hope a happy family moved in and gives the house some life and some love, and it makes it like people.
And I mean, clearly based on, and I'm saying clearly because I'm going to agree with you. I don't think there's any way to dispute those EVPs.
I don't either. At least most of them.
The I have CC. This is presumably the mother reaching out from beyond to whoever can hear it, and in this case it's audio equipment, to let them know, like, we're all together here, which is kind of comforting. Like, in a way, it's horrible that they had to be together in the way that it happened, but they're, like, I have CC. So
I can't debunk most of them, but there are 2 that I think are just telling, and that is I have CC and this is our home.
Yeah. Those
because
2,
we know that's
the woman wailing though is just, like, that almost sounds like we've discussed residual hauntings and like the tape recorder kind of thing.
Yeah,
That sounds like possibly the moment that
I
her
agree.
life ended.
Because it's not, they put
Just-
wailing. It's not like a
Ugh.
wail to me. It's more like a,
Almost a scream,
like a, you know,
life being taken kind of thing.
and I think it's a tragic thing. Again, no one knew at the time where they were or what had happened. And this residual, this leftover spirit is like, I don't know what's happening.
I want to
but
look
I know
something up as well to see like when they were found.
Yeah, it wasn't that long. This collapse.
It was still a while.
Months. I think it went from August to November. or something
FBI
like that.
joined the search on the 15th. Okay, so it happened sometime between. Okay, sorry. Watts marked the location of the bodies on a photograph on the 16th. So looks like 3 days later is when.
And
they
we
found
can
them.
we'll talk about that too. When they finally he lied, and then he ended up confessing. But his first confession was him saying that that she had murdered the girls. He walked in on her doing it, and out of a fit of rage,
took hers as well.
That's what he said at first. Yeah, but he recanted all that. He did eventually admit to this stuff.
And again, you can look all this stuff up. It's like I'm currently on the Wikipedia page.
Yeah, we are not a true crime podcast.
I admittedly have an interest in it, but it's not something that we want to focus on this show. But this one is kind of hard not to.
Well, and it's important for the story of what you just watched and why we think you hear what you think. When I say skeptical believer, these are the ones where I'm like, I'm firm in this. And unless you can explain how police body cam, they didn't fake this, how they picked up what they picked up. Even if you can explain away a couple of them, like I did, like they say it says Chris, maybe they hear Chris, but I don't. I hear the dog panting, and I think it sort of sounds. It's pattern recognition. It happens where our brains tell us that. Also, when somebody tells you what to hear, it's a little different.
Yeah.
Than what, but some of those they didn't have to tell me. I heard.
Yeah, you just hear it. You hear giggling. Yeah.
Like those I heard. And I want to be clear, on the highlight reel, you see the word wow pop up. That wasn't even one that they had listed. I heard it. I added that. Yeah. Just to me, it's very clear. Something goes, wow.
Now, with that one, I don't know if it was somebody in the room, which is why they didn't highlight it, or if it was. But also, why would there be an EVP?
Why would she have said
wow
like that? Like, why would either of those
impressive house? I don't know. I will give you a little bit of positivity on this, and it's morbid positivity. We'll just call it that. I'm going to read directly from the Wikipedia page on this. This is a sentence that made my heart grow 3 times in size, since it is the holiday season.
It is the holiday season.
I'm reading this directly. On December 3rd, 2018, Chris Watts was moved to an out-of-state location due to security concerns. On December 5th, he arrived at Dodge Correctional Institution, a maximum security prison, and I'm probably going to mispronounce this, Waupun, Wisconsin, to continue serving his life sentences. I like that he had to be moved out of security concerns, but I also don't think that any jail, prison, any kind of correctional institution is going to be safe for this guy. Like, I really don't. And I don't think it should be safe for this guy.
A lot of times they spend a lot of time in like solitary because
confinement.
They have to. Yeah.
Just protective custody. But I mean, the dude could have been completely free, like living out on his own, if he just chose to do something different. It's literally a series of decisions that he made.
Yeah, and these girls would still be alive and have a life, and be in school and
would not see their dad as often, but they would still
I imagine
be in his life.
At all.
I would hope not, if this is what it could potentially lead to anyway, no matter what. But I mean, the dude could have just left. Like, God. But yeah, rotten hell, Chris Watts.
But guys, please, by all means, I know a lot of you know this story, and you've probably seen some of these clips, but we really want your thoughts on this. Do you hear them? Are there any that you think that one sounded a little bogus to me, or that one's hard to explain, or maybe you feel like you have an explanation for any of it, there's an easy way to do that. Of course, you can drop it in the comments, and we love getting the comments. You know, we love hearing from you guys. So, you know, drop us a comment. Let us know your thoughts. Did you think these felt legit to you? Was there any that really stood out to you? Let us know down below.
Yep.
And especially the video at the end. Like, I think that what we were seeing is just a trick of the light.
Yep.
I could see why people would see more, but I don't think anything's ever actually been witnessed, like, visibly in this house. I think
it's all just been audio.
And I can understand why tricks of the light would really get you in this house, except for the shadow thing. I don't on the stairs, which there could be a plausible explanation for that too. I just don't know what it would be. And being that there's not more video, I can't really go into it. That's what they posted on TikTok. That's what we see. So, but drop a comment below. Let us know your thoughts on it. Other things really help the show out, if you guys don't mind. There's this button down there that it kind of looks like a thumb. If you could click, I know I have weird thumbs. Everybody makes fun of my thumbs. Yeah, that's my thumb.
Mine are fairly normal, but by comparison,
weird ass long thumb. And you could look like somebody could ski slope down that damn thing.
Hell yeah.
We won't. He
really good at hitchhiking.
We should make him show you his toe right now, because this moron can't leave his feet alone.
I'll put it on screen if anybody wants to see that. Put
it on screen. Nobody wants to see your feet, you weirdo. He probably broke his toe last night because he cannot leave his feet alone.
I kicked a bed frame while trying to. It's a long story, but I was, again, holiday season. I was getting ready for one of the Krampus
events. It wasn't
events.
mad at the bed.
Yeah, I didn't mean to. I was like, this bed.
Don't worry, Matt. I won't say anything that'll get you in trouble. But a few years ago, he had another tragic foot accident, but that was way worse. That was
way worse. Yeah, forklift ran over my foot.
He ran over, and I mean, it did some. I guess it's been more than a few years now.
It's 10 years total.
Yeah, it was bad. He had scars, and
I got a scar that's about a foot long.
And it was a lot of fun. But I told him he needs to just leave his damn feet alone, because he just does so much damage to him. But you can hit that like button. That's where we were going with this. Give us a thumbs up. That helps a lot. And then you can always share the show. Just hit the share button and send it out to people. And we welcome everybody here. And we hope that some of you subscribe while you're here, if you haven't done so already.
Yeah.
It's a really cool thing to have you come back each week. And if you guys have something you would like us to talk about or cover, you can let us know. You can email us. That's always a good way. And I do check that now. It's not that I didn't realize I wasn't checking it. In all fairness, I was checking the alternate one, and I didn't really pay attention. But some people have, and we've actually done their stories on the show, and we really enjoyed doing that. It was a lot of fun. So if you have a story you'd like to share with us, you can email us over there, and we will, or a clip you'd like us to talk about. We've done both. So, send it on over. And as of the recording of this, you can follow us on those places too. As of the recording of this, I checked, and he's still alive. This dude is Bob Gimlin is alive and kicking. It's not a Mandela effect. He's really
legend.
Hey, if you guys watched the Mandela effect episode, let us know what you thought. I thought that was a lot of fun, and it was just something we kind of wanted to hit on, and we get real deep in it. We get real deep in what we think it is.
And honestly, while editing the video, I'll just go ahead and say this, because as of filming this, the episode hasn't come out. But during the edit of that episode, I discovered a Mandela effect of my own, of something I mentioned on the show. And it could honestly just be me misremembering a film. But I had mentioned Adam Sandler talking about the Nelson Mandela prison replica. And I said that it was on Saturday Night Live. It's not. It's a reference to a Saturday Night Live clip where Rob Schneider played the character on Saturday Night Live, and in the movie The Hot Chick, Adam Sandler is playing basically the same character, doing the same bit from Saturday Night Live. And if I remember right, The Hot Chick is not actually a Saturday Night Live film.
It's not, but it just has some of the,
Yeah. So I remembered it from being on the show specifically. I'm like, I remember watching that live. I barely remember The Hot Chick, but apparently that's the one thing I remembered. So that was my little personal Mandela effect. Like, I could have sworn that it was from Saturday Night Live. So that's just to weird little additional thing.
And I think a lot of them are that, but like we said, there are just some that just don't quite fall into that. So
Yeah.
if you haven't watched that episode, check it out. If you're into that kind of thing,
Yep.
I think we had fun talking about it, but we would thank each and every one of you guys. We have a couple more episodes before Christmas comes up, but hopefully, everybody's ready for the Christmas season. I got all my shopping done finally. Thank God.
And due to me possibly breaking my toe, some of my plans may have been canceled now. So they involve walking in
walks a lot, yeah.
very cumbersome boots. And
But you know what? I'm gonna tell him right now. He's putting it on the screen right now. This is Matt in his Krampus outfit, and he goes out to festivals every year dressed as Krampus. This is a pretty common thing, and that's actually what he was getting ready for yesterday when he broke.
It's also why I have my My Chemical Romance, 2007 emo eyes going on right now.
Oh yeah.
So
I wonder if anybody caught that. He had black eye makeup on. He tried to get it all off, but I just think it's
really want to make them pop.
Yeah, he just wants
see
to
me
look
from
cool.
the back row.
Evil. Guys, thank you so much for joining us here. We love having you. Please come back next time. And until next time, don't forget, you should always keep it creepy.
This is kinda creepy. Goosebumps rising up my spine.